What up, DLC? I say DLC. My goodness. What up, DC Universe? I'm the leader, aka leader of New Mutants, and I'm inside the new DLC. And I have got to say, man, this is disappointing because you would have thought that with all the new content coming out, you know, in game, all that stuff, you would have think it would have been more interesting. But to me, it's just my opinion, which I feel that they took the Earth 3 DLC, you know, the one for Batman and stuff. They just took that, flipped it, revamped it, and then all of a sudden it's new. Yeah, don't work like that. Alright, and then this is also a remake of the vamp for Celestial as well. As you can take a look at my loadout, you can see in my loadout I do not have nothing that says make anything vulnerable, which I'm gonna let you take a look at right now. Nothing vulnerable. Everything is at double damage. Add additional damage, additional damage, additional damage. Alright. We're gonna find a group. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't need to add anything like that. As you can see, it's adding purification on my target. It's adding purification to my targets. Just in case if you ain't catching it, we'll do it one more time. There it is. There you go. Alright, so this loadout is guaranteed to get you good stats where you need to be at. You know, I had this loadout right here for a very long time. When I search, the only thing I do is I just get on my bot, my sparring bot in my base, and I just go ahead and just have at it with it until I can find something that can actually hit. See, a long time ago, it used to be Plague hits the hardest, and I mean really hard, but now they changed it to where, you know, it still hits good. You can still use it, but you can't use it a lot. But yeah, you can still use it. What I do, the first thing I do is when I go on in, I use this one. This is a shotgun. And then I mark it. Throw a shield over it. Alright. Because when you do it like that, do it like that and you mark it and then you throw that shield over yourself, when that shield is depleted, it deals additional damage, and then when you knock out an ad that is marked for judgment, that deals additional damage to the group. So you get like hella group damage. And then Plague itself, you know, that's a group damage also. So I got some single target and I have group target also. This is like my ad and boss loadout. I mean, what I can put on a loadout just for single target, but I'd rather not. It hits hard, but it doesn't hit as hard as this loadout. Alright. Let me go ahead to the base real quick so I can explain this a little bit more in detail. They would have put more thought into this. Like, I'm gonna always be a diehard fan, man, but I just wish that they put more thought into this. Because the way how this is, man, it's DC, you're killing me, man. Why would I pay my money to watch a rerun? You know what I mean? It's like that. I mean, but then again, everybody's entitled to their opinion, always. You know, so what we're gonna do is, there it is. See? Marks of purification. Okay. Now this is the what I call the shotgun loadout. That one. That's what this is, shotgun. And then you mark it. Okay, listen, real quick. before before I continue the video. I should have explained this, you know what I mean, because this is where all of the damage is coming from. Now I do have skill points, you know what I mean. Okay, 300, you know what I'm saying. I do got skill points and all of that. I got my good loadout and everything, but the cream of the butter, okay, is the artifacts. Yes, it is. The cream of the crop is the artifacts. You know what I'm saying? I should have explained this a while back, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this right now. Okay, and I'm gonna also tell you guys exactly how they work piece for piece as a DPS. If you're new, that way you can go ahead and you know, give this a quick brush through. You know, you might not know what artifacts you need to do. There's also artifacts, if I have it, like for example, this right here, solar amplifier. Solar amplifier gives you more might than any other artifact. Okay, solar amplifier, that's just max might, you know, but even though you got max might, you still need to hit hard, you know, and these are my top 3, which that right there increases your might. This one right here, it has some might on it, but you also get like damage bonus. And then this one right here, your power interaction and everything else, it just gives you an additional bonus. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and break these down to you one by one, which these artifacts is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so as you're fighting, you know, with these artifacts, okay, first off, it's Gemini. We're gonna explain that one. Okay, that's the first one we're gonna explain. I'm gonna try not to hinder this video, but what I'm trying to say, right, is with the Eye of Gemini as a DPS, okay, so let's say, for example, you're in the middle of fighting, right? I'm gonna explain that trinket right there here in a minute. Okay, you're fighting, boom, then you activate it. Okay, do you see that that Eye of Gemini? Okay, now what that does is that all DPS that's around you that is within that circle, what happens is that all of their damage counts as your damage. So I guess you can call it the piggy bank for DPS. I mean, it's a you can just see, you can say, the way how I just put it, you know what I mean, the piggy bank for because that's basically what it really is. Okay, it's a piggy bank for DPSs. You know, so once you pop that, you get into your moves, your combos, and everything else, and then you know, you and your DPS is all together. You pop that, their damage becomes yours. So you know, that's tacked on damage. And then on top of that, you do have, you know, if you can see it blinking, you do have your orbital strikes and everything else. You know what I mean? So that also counts also. Okay. Now, remind you, the more you get it powered up, the more it lasts. See, mine is only powered up to where it's only lasts for 4 seconds, but half of the time that's all you need. It's just 4 seconds, because when you're in the middle of doing like your moves and stuff, it's always going to be that DPS, including yourself, that's getting that last move out, or you just use it on the orbital, but all of that extra damage coming up towards you. This right here, the next one is Tetrahedron of Underground. That's kind of self-explanatory. So every time you hit your opponent or your enemy with a power move, it increases your might at a percentage of your health. You know what I'm saying? And then if you're in damage roll, it doubles. You see what I'm saying? So right now my might is at 41,146. Let's see if there's anything activated. There's nothing activated. Alright. Okay, we got the gloves, which is 2%. We got a might 8%, and then here's the tetrahedron. Okay, might is increased by 3.2% of caster's health. Okay, and my health is at 69,063. Okay, so that's one. Okay, then another one is the Virum. Okay, now the Virum, when he comes out, what he does is, you know, like my last loadout that I had on my last video, you know what I'm saying, where I use this one. Where is it? this one. Now, a lot of people back in the day realized that this right here is actually, it used to be called Dark Impact. Okay, with all of the changes and everything else to DC making and everything else, where everybody's supposed to hit the same quote unquote, they changed it. You know what I'm saying? So that way, I guess it kind of levels out. Um, it levels out Celestial. So when you use it, it makes them vulnerable. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is use that last one, which is Verum. I'm gonna use that one so you know exactly what it does. And there he is. He's attacking, and there it is. That is my powers interaction. And it purifies and you know. So let me go ahead and break this down a little bit more. Okay, so when you have that one, right? When you do that, as you can see, your pet casts powerful damage beam for 2 seconds to that target and applies all of those interactions. You see what I'm saying? So that is a key component, and I very much mean a key component to your loadout. You need that. You really need it. Now, you don't get too much might from this one. Oh man, my controller's about to die. You don't need that much might, you know what I'm saying, because you got stuff that's in your loadout followed by this artifact. So it kind of it frees a slot up, you see, so which is also awesome. With that being said, let's go ahead and continue the video. I just wanted to break off real quick just to go ahead and give you guys an insight towards the artifacts. There's many more artifacts out there. There's artifacts that's for the troll. There's an artifact that's for the tank. This one right here is kind of universal, where you can have it either as a troll or as a damager or as a tank. But I'll get into those later. I just wanted to give you a brief rundown on damage. Alright, so let's continue. So when you do all of that, man, you get like hella damage. I'm waiting for my thing to go away. But yeah. But you will see this on tour firsthand in the next video I got coming up. I have a special guest. It is Continuum Man, a partner that we started this league together. The rest of my partners couldn't be on. I was on with him. So I just happened to catch him before he got off. So me and him had a conversation in it while I was sitting there running this loadout. Now the next video that I'm about to upload, some of it has a little strong language, so please excuse me, because the group crashed. You have to see it for yourself. Without that being said, thank you for tuning in.
Watch your step.
DPS. I was caught in a spell and I didn't even fucking know it.
There's no telling what's down.
Don't you hate that shit, D?
What's that?
When you DPSing and you can't tell what you under, but you just see your character walking and not doing a fucking thing, like no power or nothing. So you just sitting there like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That shit tripped me out, man. I'm sitting here trying to use my power, my character walking around like, god damn, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I hate that. I hate that.
Whoops. And I am at 932. I'm out DPS by some.
You will go no further. All your effort will come to naught.
I'm going to enjoy handing your ass to you, Tala.
I've
That's
told
alright,
you
'cause
before,
I'm about to catch
my
up right now.
ass is off limits to
What
you.
boy you doing now?
I'm doing SHAREfactory. Oh my god, the group just crashed. Oh my god, I'm fucking dude, we just beat it. The group literally crashed and we just beat
If
it.
you cannot defeat them, let the Harbinger feed upon your power.
Master, no. I have been as
And would you
loyal
look
as a
at that?
hound and as
Most
cunning
boss
as a
damage done.
cat.
Most
And
boss
still,
damage is done.
you failed.
Me.